I'm disappointed. There is a massive divide and a ton of infighting amongst people that, were in publicly visible roles during the convoy. And in the book, I tell the stories about them, but I refuse to say their name. Because about 6 months after the convoy, I started getting attacked on social media by a certain individual that was at the convoy. And when he started attacking me, I couldn't remember who he was. Somebody had to remind me who the hell he was. But the attacks kept up, and he kept attacking me and Keith Wilson, and then he moved on to other people. And I just ignored it. For the most part, I ignored it because I felt you're demoralizing all of our supporters. You're deliberately creating this infighting. And so when I realized that there was a very strong demoralizing effect on the Canadians that supported the convoy and believed in the convoy, I became very suspicious of those people and what their motives were. I do the best that I can not to engage with that stuff, but every once in a while I do slip up. I do slip up because I don't like, because this person, was like an ink spot on a napkin. They dripped on the napkin and they've spread out and they've grown their audience, and they've captured more people into their cause to attack the rest of us. And it's been difficult because, for example, Keith Wilson and Eva Chipiuk, they're lawyers. The bar is going to come after them if they retaliate publicly with these people. So sometimes I feel so angry with the disgusting lies that this little pocket of people make. I want to come to Keith and Eva's defense. So sometimes I engage just because of that one fact. I wanted to tell the truth, but I didn't want to attack any of our own people. And I didn't want it to come off like I was attacking our own people. So I thought the best thing would be to tell the story and just don't give names. And I think that the reader will be able to figure out who I'm talking about. But I learned something last December after the commission, was that the Liberal Party of Canada knew that all movements like this over the history of mankind eventually will turn on each other. And they were banking on it. They were expecting that we were going to start turning on each other. This is why they didn't want to, as they were quoted during the commission as saying, as early as January 27th, don't put too much pressure on the convoy. You don't want to push out the crazies, right? Because they wanted divisive people within the convoy that they knew about. They wanted them in there because they were banking on the fact that we would start fighting internally. And during the convoy, we actually kept it under control pretty good. But it wasn't until after the convoy, months later, that the division started to happen. And I find it interesting that the government was banking on us destroying ourselves from the inside, and we didn't during the convoy. This book is an insider story. It's about my personal experience, and right or wrong, why I was able to influence many decisions throughout. What I've written is the truth, and I'm good with it.